Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about a sentence that I hear quite often, and I want you to get another perspective on it, another understanding maybe even, and learn the meaning behind the words you're actually using, you're saying every single day, and how they affect your life. My name is Patricia and I'm a certified life coach. If you want to know anything more about that, then have a look into the description box. There I have a link, my website, and you can check it out. Now, if you're new to my channel, then hit that subscribe button, also the alarm clock, so you actually get notified as soon as I publish new content, which is usually once a week. Now let's get into it. The grass isn't greener on the other side. Now, as soon as I hear this sentence, you know what really pops into my mind as like first kind of reaction is like, I don't have a choice. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this situation and I cannot get anywhere. I'm stuck in my job. I'm stuck in my relationship. I'm stuck in whatever situation I'm in, and I feel really like it's really almost numbing a little bit, you know. It's like, okay, I have to numb my feelings because I don't want to be here, but I am, and I'm trying to somehow escape, but it's not possible. Now these words are actually very, very much limiting, in a sense that you are putting yourself already out there saying that you have no option, you have no choice. You have no choice to do what you're doing different, or wanting something else, creating something you actually enjoy, you like. No, you have to stay in this area. Now, this sentence is of course only an example, but there are many different sentences people use, and when you're really looking behind it, ask yourself, what is the real meaning? Is it really true? I believe that's such an important question. Is this really true? Is this because I believe that this is true, I do want to believe this, or is it something that I've maybe even learned? You know, that things are the way they are and they are unchangeable. You see, I want you to observe your thoughts, your ideas behind it. And I said it before, take some notes. I will ask you some questions within a short time. And I want you to really write that down and see, okay, where do I actually stand? Is this really something that I may need to work on? Is this something I need to look into? Is this question or this sentence even making my life difficult? You see? Because when we are limiting ourselves and putting us down, I know that from myself how that feels. And it's a really heavy feeling, it's a really painful feeling, and it's not a feeling where you are uplifted or where you are happy. You feel very locked. I use this video to show you what words can actually do to you, okay? What heaviness, what emotion is even flowing into that, what belief is flowing into that. And as soon as you're using those sentences over and over again, it can create for you quite some difficulties. Some stuff you actually don't even want, but because you're kind of focusing it, you're focusing on those words, that's what you're attracting. That's always what is coming in. It's where your focus lies, that's returning to you, okay? Now, I actually want you to do this one question. What is it? And take a notepad and write that actually down. If this is a sentence you are generally using, I want you to really go a bit deeper, and with that said, in an observing position, okay, as like a third party with no judgment involved. Just simply accept, right now this is the way I feel about it, and that's totally okay. You don't have to change that. You don't have to do anything about it. We're just questioning right now on what it makes you feel, okay? So no change involved here. When I say this sentence, the grass isn't greener on the other side, what is it actually that you feel? Is it, and I want you to think about your feelings. Is it anger? Is it some kind of frustration? Is it numbness? Is it something that you cannot really define, but it feels kind of heavy? Whatever you feel, write that down. Write it down and just observe how you actually feel about this very sentence, and just look into it and really observe. Don't judge, and then stop this video for a second until you're ready for the next question. All right, so second question is, if I tell you now, I promise you within 100% that the grass over there is actually greener. And by that I mean whatever resonates for you, in a sense of, if you are looking this because of a job, of a relationship, of a friend maybe, whatever it may be, what if I tell you for 100%, if you change something, that you are going to make it? What would change for you? How would it make you feel when you would know that change is possible for 100%, it's secured? Write that down and pause for a second. Next question. Would you change your way of living if you would know that a change is possible? Write that down again and stop this video. All right, are you ready to play a bit? Because this one is a bit more playful. Now, consider this. You give me a call in 3 years and you're very much excited. You're telling me that things have changed for you. Totally, completely changed. Tell me the story. Tell me how you felt or how you feel while you're in this future. How would that sound like? Write that down and pause this video. Next question. When we are looking from the point of where you are now, 3 years in the future, what has changed? What change did you make right now in the past? What have you changed? Pause this video and write it down. All right, are you done? Now these are questions that you can actually use for every single thing you're doing. They are questions where you observe yourself and you understand, okay, does that feel rather good for me or not? And questioning yourself, why are you doing things a certain way? And I believe it's so crucial to really observe ourselves from a bit of a distance, with a distance and with no judgment, because that's not what brings you further, that's what holds you back. Now, this sentence is especially used by people who try to convince themselves not to make a change, not to make a move. Now, this can be from a lot of fear and now or anger or anything like that. And it can also bring you kind of a relief, you know, because if you are saying the grass isn't greener over there, that means like, I don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? They use it as an excuse not to do something to prove themselves what they're doing is the right choice. But that's not how you should convince yourself, okay? It's not the way how you should decide or make a decision because you believe that you cannot, or the grass over there isn't greener. But what if you're wrong? That means you're living 10, 20, 30 years something that you don't enjoy because you weren't ready to take a leap of faith, to risk something. And now I'm not talking about like doing massive risks, you know, doing a massive change. This can be simple little steps. Now, this video isn't for you to, you know, take the total leap of faith and, you know, leave everything behind you and, you know, only taking risky decisions, for example. This video is really here to gain another understanding, a new perspective, okay? Because I believe that when we take a decision on certain things, it's good to have various different views, as then we can decide way more, way better for us on how to create our life. And if we are not doing that based on fear, based on a pain, then we are not really taking decisions that we really enjoy afterwards. And this is why the awareness to sentences like this are so crucial. Now, there are plenty more like that. There are so many words or sentences that are holding us back. All right, we are on the end of this video. Now, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, also the like button and the alarm clock so you get notified as soon as I publish new content. And now I want to hear from you. Is this a type of video you actually enjoy? Is this something you learn a lot? You can play a bit and observe yourself, your own thoughts, your own feelings. Does that work for you? Let me know. And have you other sentences like this where you believe they're rather limiting you? I'm curious to hear. Let me know and we speak soon. Ciao!